Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have been well. Sorry I've been a little bit missing. I've just been a bit busy with work and also just slowed down a little bit with my YouTube videos because they are overtaking my life at the moment. So I'm trying my best to get tutorials up as much as possible now. Next I will also have a video up, a vlog actually, because we were away on holiday, so I am going to update a vlog soon as well, just to show you where we went and lots of tips and information in that video too, so that will be up in the next few days as well. I hope आप सब ठीक हैं, थोड़ा सा गायब रही हूँ, इंशाल्लाह अभी दोबारा तो कोशिश करूँगी कि ट्यूटोरियल्स लगते रहें डिफरेंट अभी फ्यू डेज़ में एक हॉलीडे का व्लॉग भी लगाऊंगी जिसमें मैं दिखाऊंगी कि किधर किधर हम गए थे एंड टिप्स एंड ऑब्वियसली कि कहाँ कहाँ गए थे, कैसे बुक की थी. सो यहाँ पे मैंने एक ट्यूटोरियल किया है, ये ब्राइडल का है, एक ट्रेडिशनल ब्राइडल का है. एंड पे मैं आपको थोड़ी सी इंडिविजुअल लैशेस जो लोअर लैश पे होती है वो लगा के दिखाऊंगी कि आंखों को कैसे आप बड़ा कर सकते हैं. अपनी अपनी पसंद होती है, सबको शायद ना पसंद आए, डिफरेंट लैशेस भी होती है. मेरे पास जो थी वही इस्तेमाल की थी. So I've started off with the eyebrows here. I've just used my NYX brow gel and filled in the brows a little bit and then going around it with my P. Louise Base Rumour shade 3. I have in this video right at the end added some individual lashes to the lower lash just to show you what it looks like and how you can actually make the eyes look a lot bigger. So I've just gone through that very quickly for you at the end as well. Completely up to you, obviously you may or may not like that look. Depends what lashes. These are the only ones I actually had, so that's what I've used this time. But at the moment what I'm doing is just added on my base and now I'm blending it all out before I go in for the eyeshadow. So I'm tapping on my product. I've just used like a light brown eyeshadow from any palette that you've got. It's a matte colour. I'm using my P. Louise Wedding Wish palette here, and what I'm doing is it's actually running this colour through the crease line and just really blending it out. So यहाँ पे क्रीज लाइन में पहले एक मैट ब्राउन सा शेड लिया है एंड इसको आहिस्ता आहिस्ता करके इसको पहले मैंने टैप किया था एंड देन इसको ब्लेंड करके क्रीज लाइन के अंदर ब्लेंड कर दूँगी. तो ये काफ़ी सिंपल सा आई मेकअप है, इतना ज़्यादा इसमें नहीं है, लेकिन बस ऐसे मेकअप्स में थोड़ा सा आपको टाइम लगा के ब्लेंडिंग करनी है. So I've just added on my Doll Beauty highlighter here, so you can see I overlap it over the crease colour that I've got, and then I go back into the crease line and blend this out. I don't like it when you can see that harsh line between the crease line and then the highlighter. So then I'm going in with this shimmery colour now, and I'm going to apply this with my fingers to the eyelids, and I go in 2 to 3 times just to make sure I've got enough colour payoff. So बेस पे कुछ नहीं लगा हुआ, ना ही कोई ग्लू लगाई है, ये कुछ यहाँ पे बस ये शिमरी शेड लेके फिंगर के साथ ही अप्लाई कर दूँगी आईलिड्स पे. 2 या 3 दफ़ा मैं ये करती हूँ क्योंकि वहाँ पे इसका जो कलर पे ऑफ है वो आ जाए. So make sure you go back in and just blend over the overlapping areas there that you need to, and then I'm just going in with a eyeliner pen and I'm just adding on my eyeliner now. Now this is not my proper wing, I kind of like just use this as a baseline and then I go in with my gel liner afterwards once I've actually added on the eyelashes. So यहाँ पे मैंने eyeliner pen यूज़ किया, ये NYX का है एंड बस एक गाइडलाइन के लिए एक थोड़ी सी विंग क्रिएट कर रही हूँ एंड देन eyelashes जब लगा लूँगी एंड पे फिर मैं दोबारा इसको सही तरह फिनिश ऑफ कर देती हूँ. Waterline was a white pencil. I'm sure this one was from Morphe that I'm using just to add the white in. So waterline पे थोड़ी सी white pencil लगा रही हूँ. 2-3 दफ़े ये भी करना पड़ता है क्योंकि इसका कलर एकदम नहीं आता. So I went in with my moisturizer and then I added some sun cream as well, and then I've gone in for the base. I did actually use my e.l.f. putty primer as well as the primer, and then I went in with colour correcting. Colour correcting I went in with my Makeup Forever Essentials palette. Now I'm running out of a few colours, so I went in a little bit lighter than what I needed to, and then I added in a little bit of the darker shade as well just to make sure that I could colour correct properly. So here I've just added the slightly lighter one, but then I go in and blend in a little bit of the darker foundation as well. सो पहला कलर करेक्टिंग की है, मेकअप फॉरएवर का फाउंडेशन पैलेट यूज़ किया, थोड़ा सा ये कलर लाइट था, फिर इसमें साथ साथ मैंने थोड़ा सा जो डार्क कलर है वो ऐड कर दिया था कि वहाँ पे सही तरह कलर करेक्शन हो जाए। Choice of foundation this time was NARS, so I went for the NARS Longwear foundation. This was a really nice. I love this foundation. I think it gives you a beautiful base. I did add it all on, but in reality for me she looked a little bit on the light side, and it was looking a little bit grey in areas. So what I did is I actually blended this out properly, and then I went in with a slightly darker shade of the colour afterwards as well. You'll see me apply a slightly darker shade, and then I blended that out as well, and that kind of like balanced things for me. So I work with what it looks like on camera. It can look different, but obviously I'm just going by what it looks like in my natural lighting, and I match up that way. And sometimes it looks right on camera and sometimes it doesn't. It might look a bit light at times or dark, but I have to go with what I can actually visually see in front of me at that point. सो फाउंडेशन हमने नाज की यूज़ की थी, थोड़ी सी लाइट थी ये फाउंडेशन, मैंने इस्तेमाल की थी, एंड देन असल में जब मैं देख रही थी इसको तो मुझे थोड़ी सी ये ग्रे लग रही थी। सो थोड़ा सा फिर मैंने यहाँ पे डार्क कलर अप्लाई करके एंड देन इसको भी ब्लेंड कर दिया था, एंड देन मुझे जो फाउंडेशन का कलर चाहिए था वो सही लग रहा था। So here you can see I'm just adding on that dark colour, so I'm just layering this on top, and then this for me kind of like gave her that overall colour, and then I was going to add in more warmth and depth with my bronzers. So using my tart concealer just underneath the eyes and down the centre of the face, I'm just going to apply this with a brush, and then I'm going to tap this away. You can either use a brush or you can use a beauty blender. I tend to use a brush a lot more now these days than beauty blenders, but I kind of like just keep chopping and changing. सो कंसीलर हमने यहाँ पे डार्क का लगाया है, एंड देन यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा जो कंटूरिंग है वो कर रही हूँ। ये एक बाम है जो मैं इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ, लाइटली इसको सॉफ्टली मैं कंटूर कर रही हूँ। So I'm just adding some depth into the face here. I'm actually using a balm from Danessa Myricks here. I'm sorry I didn't actually add that on here. But I'm using this to just blend away. And it's a very subtle contour I'm giving. I'm not giving a very heavy contoured look here. But I'm kind of like adding in a little bit more warmth and a little bit more depth into the face. You can see slowly, there's a bit more colour coming back into the face. So down the nose, I always kind of like grab a smaller brush just for a bit more control. Sometimes I will pinch a big brush as well. It just depends what I'm using or what brush I kind of like go for. But then I do use my fingers just to make sure that the contour isn't too harsh on the nose. And this is all being done obviously before a powder. So these are all cream products that I'm using. सो कॉन्टूरिंग मैंने नोज़ पे भी कर लिया। यहाँ पे मैं नॉर्मली अपना एक छोटा सा ब्रश यूज़ करती हूँ, एंड देन फिंगर से भी थोड़ी सी ब्लेंडिंग कर लेती हूँ, एंड देन एक ब्रश की मदद से मैं जो बाकी की जो हाईलाइटेड एरियाज़ है उनको पैट करके और उनको ब्लेंड कर दूँगी। You need to really take your time here. You can use a beauty blender as well, that's absolutely fine. I tend to go in with my brush a lot more now, and I really kind of like tap away. So this process can take you a good few minutes, and you're not going to drag and swipe too much here. You're just pressing the product into the skin until you're happy with the blend and you're happy that it's, most of it's been blended away now and being absorbed into the skin rather than sitting on the skin. And you've got to make sure that the product isn't just sitting on the skin before you powder. सो यहाँ पे टैपिंग करते करते आपने बस अपना प्रोडक्ट को अब्जॉर्ब कर देना है। फिर मैंने यहाँ पे एक लिक्विड ब्लश यूज़ किया है, एंड देन अपना पाउडरिंग शुरू कर दूँगी। So then I just went in with a liquid blush. I'm sure this is from P. Louise that I've used, and then I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder underneath the eyes, underneath the cheekbones, just to set everywhere, and then I'm going to just finish off the underneath of the eyes, and that just means that any fallout will be caught by this powder as well, and it sets the makeup as well. So once I've got my powder on, then I do a little bit of powder contouring. So I like to use my MAC bronzers here, or I've got the Gashi's contour palette as well that I use quite a bit of, and then I just add that on the areas that I want to. So the contour where I did the balm is actually being set by this as a powder and not the Huda Beauty powder. So you can see I avoided the cheek areas. So थोड़ी सी कॉन्टोरिंग कर रही हूँ, पाउडर कॉन्टोरिंग कर रही हूँ. जहाँ पे मैंने क्रीम कॉन्टोर की थी वहाँ पे मैंने पाउडर नहीं लगाया था. मेरा पाउडर उसको सेट करने के लिए मेरा कॉन्टोर पाउडर होता है, सो उसको मैं इसके साथ सेट कर रही हूँ. सो जहाँ जहाँ मैंने थोड़ी सी अपनी वो बाम लगाई थी वहीं पे अपना एक ये अभी नोज़ पे कॉन्टोरिंग करेंगे छोटे ब्रश से, एंड देन अभी अंडर आइज़ को फिनिश ऑफ कर दूँगी. So under the eyes I just went for a very soft brown, orangey brown colour, a very lighty, nothing too heavy underneath the eyes. So the powder's been wiped off. I'm going in with a bit of setting or hydrating spray, and then I've gone in with my Doll Beauty highlighter, which I tend to go in with first, and then I go in with my blushes because I just think then the highlighter is just not sat on top of the blusher, and then it just blends out nicely. So यहाँ पे मैंने हाइलाइटर लगा दिया, फिर ब्लशर लगा रही हूँ, एंड देन नॉर्मली यहाँ पे ये है कि हाइलाइटर जो है ना वो फिर ब्लेंड हो जाता है. यहाँ पे अपनी आइज़ पे थोड़ी सी फिनिशिंग लेके आ रही हूँ. सो जो आईलाइनर है उसको जेल के साथ एक्सटेंड की जा रही हूँ एंड थोड़ा सा थिक की जा रही हूँ. So I'm finishing off the eyes here now. Now some people can go in with the eyeliner straight away and kind of like just finish off, have the eyeliner perfect before the eyelashes go on. I don't work like that. I kind of like get myself a guideline in, get my eyelashes on, finish the rest of the makeup, and then I go in with my eyeliner again and make sure that there's no powder or glitters on it, and then I start extending and making it darker and thicker as I want to do. Really take your time here. I'm using my gel liner here from Inglot. You can use any gel liner, but just take your time here because anything can go wrong at this point, so you just want to take your time. So just finishing off the second eye as well. This bit, obviously, you just have to make sure that everything is level and both eyes are the same. Now I'm going in with my lipstick. I actually mixed 3 red lipsticks here. I do remember that, but I can't remember all the shades. But I'm sure one was from Maybelline that I use, and 2 are from Too Faced. So my model had already lined her lips for me, so I just followed the natural line that she'd actually made for me, and I'm just using my lip brush to actually just make sure that I get the lips exactly like I want them. Again, take your time here. Red lipstick is not very forgiving, so it's quite difficult to fix once it goes wrong. So pretty much this was the final look. She looks absolutely stunning. We then added a little bit of mascara as well, which obviously finished off the look. So at the end of the day, it's completely up to you what you want to do when it comes with lashes and things like that. I don't normally add other lashes, but I just thought I'd show you what it would look like if we did. So I'm adding the mascara on, and then I went in with some individual lashes underneath, and these are from Made by Mitchell, and it's like a set, but they're quite they weren't very what's the word? They weren't very subtle, if I should say. But they were the only ones I had, so I thought, it was something I had in mind I wanted to do and show you guys, so I just carried on with them. So you can just add a few on the sides, just on the outer corners, but I went all the way in and showed you how to do it. तो ये हमारा फाइनल लुक था. यहाँ पे बहुत प्यारी लग रही है माशाल्लाह. फिर मैंने सोचा कि आपको दिखाती हूँ कि इंडिविजुअल लैशेस लोअर लैश पे कैसे लगाते हैं एंड क्या डिफरेंस मतलब आ जाता है. सो वैसे भी ऐसे प्यारी लग रही थी, एंड देन मैंने वो ऐड किए थे ना. मेरी जो लैशेस जो मेरे पास पड़ी हुई थी वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा वो नेचुरल टाइप नहीं थी, थोड़ी सी मतलब उनका लुक था. सो आउटर कॉर्नर्स पे 2-3 भी आप सिर्फ लगा सकते हैं या फुल लोअर लैश पे लगा सकते हैं. मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ कि मैं ऐसे कैसे आपकी आइज़ और ज़्यादा वाइड लग सकती है. लेकिन अपनी अपनी पसंद है, शायद आपको पसंद आए शायद आपको नहीं पसंद है, लेकिन मैंने सोचा आपको दिखा देती हूँ. So I'm starting off, what I'm doing is I'm using a pair of tweezers, and what you do is very gently pull each individual lash off from the packaging, and then I'm using my normal duo lash glue, dipping the base into there, and then I'm adding this on, and I'm adding the lash on underneath her natural lash. Now it's a very fiddly job. Now normally what you should do is actually in between is wait for that glue to dry a little bit. So I was waiting a little bit but not too long, so obviously at that point it does slip and slide a little bit at times. And then what I did is, as I added each lash on, I kept going back to the first lash and just adjusting it. And sometimes you just have to hold it up a little bit, because sometimes it kind of like, you know, falls downwards and you want it lifted a little bit. So I just kept adjusting them with my tweezers. So it is a fiddly job and it does take time. You could just add 2 or 3 on the outer corners and leave it at that. Or you can get like strip lashes, a full strip lash you can add to the bottom as well. Or you can continue like this with these individual ones as well that I've got. They're kind of like individual clusters. It's not like an individual lash. So like I said, these weren't very subtle lashes that I added, but it just gives you an idea of how you can add these things, and it makes a big difference. So it's completely up to you. तो यहाँ पे मैंने एक ये लैश का जो क्लस्टर होता है वो लिया था, उसके ऊपर ग्लू लगा के, एंड देन जो आपकी आई लैशेस नीचे वाली है उसके नीचे मैं ये ऐड किए जा रही हूँ. सो थोड़ी थोड़ी ग्लू लगा के, एंड देन आहिस्ता आहिस्ता आपने यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा आपने एडजस्ट भी कर देना है लैश को, क्योंकि कई दफ़ा ऊपर नीचे हो जाती है. आप देख सकते हैं कि मैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जब थोड़ी सी सूख की है तो वहाँ पर उसको एडजस्ट किए जा रही हूँ. सो आप देख सकते हैं कि कितना डिफरेंट साइज़ में है, मतलब कि कितनी बड़ी आंख लग रही है. लाइक आई सेड, आप सिर्फ आउटर कॉर्नर्स पे भी लगा सकते हो, या आप लगाए नहीं, या आप थोड़ी सी सटल लैशेस भी लगा सकते हैं. लेकिन मेरे पास थी ये, सो मैंने यही लगाई थी, लेकिन बहुत मतलब डिफरेंस आ जाता है. मैंने सोचा बस थोड़ा सा आपको दिखा देती हूँ. So next, obviously, दूसरी आंख पे भी वही चीज़ की है. So this takes time. I've sped the second eye up a little bit. You can just see. So you just got to get your model or your bride to look straight, and just be really careful with the tweezers that you're using and things like that. So slowly, I just add them on and adjust them as I go along. So that was just something new I just thought I'd show you in this particular video. So then we just finished off with the jewellery and the dupatta, and this was pretty much our finished look. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have got lots planned for you guys, and I know that I say that every week, or every time I upload a tutorial, but things are a little bit busy for the next month or two with work and things like that, so there might be delays in me uploading, but after that, inshallah, I'll be back to uploading on a regular basis as well. But I've got lots of information. I'm going to be showing you how to take your pictures, how to edit pictures and things like that as well, so stay tuned. I hope आपको ये tutorial पसंद आया. Like and comment कर देना, and inshallah दोबारा मुलाकात होगी. अल्लाह हाफिज़.